I posted a video a month or so ago that I took my layout out of mothballs, so to speak. It was in storage for 15 plus years, and I decided to work on it again. I remember when I put it away all those years ago, I had one switch to replace, which was this switch here, but it turned out to be two switches I had to replace. This was the other switch. I also had to replace this bridge. It got damaged when we took it out of storage. And after lots and lots of cleaning of the track, I had to replace these two switches here as well. I still have these areas to reballast and a lot of touch-ups throughout the layout of the remainder of the track. Way back when, I had 4 locomotives. When I broke everything out, 2 of them were in a bag, a chassis system and a Southern Pacific locomotive. I do not remember what happened to these engines, but these no longer work. The 2 remaining locomotives I had, like this Pennsylvania, this ran great back in the day. This was my workhorse. I took them apart, cleaned them, but they just don't run right. I may have to take it apart again to do some more cleaning, but it just doesn't run. But Santa Claus did bring me a new locomotive, a Norfolk Southern. This engine runs great. And compared to the old one, it's about 2 inches longer. A real nice engine. The problem with this locomotive, though, for my layout, is the coupler. You know, it has more realistic couplers compared to what we had 20 years ago. This kind of U-shaped coupler, it just doesn't work with mine. So I'm going to have to invest in some couplers to swap out a few cars, and as I get more engines, I'll have to have more couplers switched over to the new style. The next thing I want to do, I did not put lights in the buildings when I first set this up 20 years ago. I want to put lights in the buildings, and the train signals I had back then were just the plastic that didn't light up. Now I think I want to put actual working signals in. And as you can see, I didn't put trees or any shrubbery in. That would be another step to do. Trees throughout the layout, shrubbery, maybe more buildings, and put some people. I'm thinking maybe some people down here fishing or, camping maybe. Maybe some in a boat. So those are upcoming things that I want to do. Well, I think the only thing left to do is run a train, or at least an engine. I try to connect a wire or something between the 2 couplers, of the different style couplers, but that didn't work. So we'll start off here on the outside main track. Go through the tunnel, over the river a couple times. And back around again. This time we'll throw these 2 switches here. Then we'll come back around, switch over to the inner main line. Come back around and we will go up the grade to the 2nd level. I had problems with this locomotive on this track here. It kept derailing what I thought at the crossover. Make a long story short, I finally figured out, I think these curves on this inner level was too tight for the trucks to turn. And I looked at the engine, and one of the trucks, the front truck was not turning all the way. So once I cleared that, it runs great up here. We'll go back down to the lower level. Make another lap around the outside main track, as I call it track A. So once I get more locomotives and right couplers, or cars with the right couplers, I think this will be a nice working railroad again like it was 20 years ago.